Yo, and welcome back, YouTube. I know it's been a while since I last uploaded a video. Been kind of busy taking care of some stuff in my own life, taking a break. It's cool. But now we're back with some more heat. In this video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about Pope Francis. And Pope Francis died last month, April 21st, same year, 2025. And he just so happens to die a day after Easter. Huh. Is that a coincidence, considering the fact that he pretty much ran the Catholic Church for what, 12 years? We're going to dive into it. Start breaking some of these numbers down. As you can see, that April 21st is the 111th day of the year. And then when you break down Francis's real name, which is Jorge Mario Bergoglio, you get the value of 111 as well. So isn't that interesting how Jorge Mario Bergoglio, which equals 111, just so happened to die on the 111th day of the year. And if we take some date numerology, you break it down in different ways. You take the month, which is April the 21st, but breaking it down in this variation, we'll do 2 plus 1. And then we're going to add the year, 20 and 25. And you get the value of 52. And then this one, the second one, you're just adding the month and day. And you get 25. And then Pope equals 52 and 25, just like this Jesuit Pope. And on paper, so far, it just seems like this would be the perfect day for a Pope to die on. Pope Francis was the first Jesuit Pope, elected 266, blah, blah, blah. March 13th, 2013. It's going to be an important day too. And then his death on April 21st, 2025, whatever. So let's take a look at how Jesuit Pope lines up with sacrifice. Now, again, I don't want to say that he was necessarily 100% sacrificed, but when the shit just lines up, I just gotta put it in there. And look at the Jesuit Pope, who may have been a sacrifice, who knows. But we have 46 in both words in the same cipher, in the reduction cipher. So if we pay attention to the moon cycles, right? On April 21st, the moon phase was actually a last quarter moon. Now, find it very, very, very convincing how Pope Francis was 88 years old and he happens to die on a day where the moon phase was a last quarter moon, and last quarter moon equals 88 as well. Again, I mean, is this the world's way of just lining everything up perfectly? Is this supposed to happen, or is it being set up? Those are always the two questions. If we take his last birthday, which was December 17th, 2024, last year, and take it to the day that he died, you have a 4-month and 4-day span. So he died 4 months and 4 days after his birthday. And in the Latin cipher, which is very critical because, considering the fact that Pope Francis is Latin himself, and this whole practice is based off of Latin culture, per se. This cipher has a lot of relevance. Pope Francis equals 404. Remember, the zero has no value in numerology, so it's null and we ignore it. So we're pretty much looking at this like a 44, right? And he died in the zodiac season of Taurus, which is from April 20th to May 20th. So he died in Taurus season. And Taurus also equals 44 as well. Again, just lining up perfectly. And then it says that Francis's last appearance was at St. Peter's Square in the Vatican City on Easter Sunday. And he gave his final Easter address and called for a ceasefire in Gaza, because the war is still going on with Gaza, Israel, and all that craziness. But anyway, let's take a look at how Easter Sunday and ceasefire both not only equal 44 but 172. We have reduction and reverse reduction, right? But what are the chances that he dies 4 months, 4 days after his birthday? Pope Francis equals 404. He died in Taurus season, the zodiac season. Taurus equals 44. And now this last speech that he gave on Easter Sunday about a ceasefire, and then we have 44 and 44 right here as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it all just too perfect? Is this just how everything was supposed to align, or is it deeper? Is it getting set up to be like this? Let's continue. So his death, announced by Cardinal Kevin Farrell on the Vatican's TV, said that his death was caused by a cerebral stroke, which led to a coma and then irreversible cardiac arrest. Again, which is really crazy. Cerebral stroke and Society of Jesus. We have 91 and 91. And remember, the Society of Jesus, aka the Jesuit order, they're the same, right? And if we're talking about Jesuits in the Society of Jesus, it's founded in the Catholic Church, right? Just where the Pope was. So you could safely say that this could be a Jesuit / Society of Jesus ritual for the sacrifice of the Pope, if you will. Even though he's the Pope, they still go and abide by the numbers too. Nobody's exempt from this, right? And if we take the cerebral stroke and Society of Jesus, we have 71 as well, right? So two numbers matching: Society of Jesus, cerebral stroke, 71, 91. Then it said that it led to a coma, which is interesting as well, because if we take the date numerologies, we have the month and day, 421, and then breaking down the 25 and 2025, 2 plus 5, add it all up, we get 32. And then we break it down this way, we break down the 21 as well, 2 plus 1, and then we get the 14. Just like how coma equals 32 and 14, huh? So it's interesting how that day, that specific day, just has the perfect numerology to go along with all this. And then last but not least, an irreversible cardiac arrest. And cardiac arrest equals 57, just like how the Society of Jesus has a value of 57 in the Chaldean cipher. All right? And those who have been here a while, you've heard me explain that the Chaldean cipher is pretty much it's like life destiny, all right? And in this case, the Society of Jesus, and what was Pope Francis's cause of demise? A cardiac arrest. So is it telling us that was his destiny? Is this a Society of Jesus ritual? And then the place where he ended up moving into when he was first announced that he would be Pope was called the Domus Sancta Marte. And if you take a look down here, Domus Sancta Marte has a value of 201. Just like how Catholic Pope equals 201, he even moved to Suite 201 inside of the Domus Sancta Marte. And then his full name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, equals 201. And then don't forget that the Jesuit order equals 201 as well. And now the day that the Jesuits were founded was September 27th in 1540. But if we take the anniversary from the last day, so that would be September 27th, 2024, because that was the anniversary. And then we take it to the day that Pope Francis died. He died a span of 29 weeks and 4 days after the Jesuits' anniversary. And the Catholic Church, which is what he was ahead of, equals 294. So again, is this just all a matter of this is just how it's supposed to happen? This is just perfectly falling in line? Or was this possibly a setup and a sacrifice from the Jesuit order, Society of Jesus / the Catholic Church? Because they're all pretty much coincided with each other. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think. Consider liking, maybe even subscribing. Until next video, take care and be safe, and have a good rest of your day / night.